Arsenal have quietly engineered a move that, on paper, looks almost too clever to be true. Fabio Vieira has joined Hamburger SV on a short-term loan for a fee reported to be below Euros 400,000, but the real story is all the small print. Hidden in that modest headline fee are performance triggers that could lower the upfront cost even further, and a buy option of roughly Euros 20 million that stays valid until mid-May, meaning Hamburg have until the end of the season to decide whether this is a one-season experiment or a long-term investment. Arsenal, for their part, haven't left themselves exposed. They've reportedly secured a 10-20% sell-on clause should a permanent transfer happen, and that tiny preservation of future value turns what looks like a throwaway loan into a carefully structured opportunity. For Vieira himself, this is a crossroads. Last season he blossomed on loan at Porto, making 42 appearances and contributing 11 goals in an energetic campaign that suggested he still has a rapid upward trajectory. Porto didn't exercise a purchase, reportedly unable or unwilling to meet Arsenal's demands, and now Vieira arrives in Germany with something to prove. Can he translate his Portuguese form to the physical fast tempo of the Bundesliga and convince a club with promotion ambitions to spend big? The timing is critical. He's already featured in a friendly against Hannover 96 during the international break, but crucially had not yet made his competitive debut at the time the figures emerged. A potential first league outing against Bayern Munich would be the kind of stage where everything changes in an instant. A composed performance could trigger Hamburg's interest to activate that Euros 20 million clause. A poor showing could see him return to North London as nothing more than another rotated asset. For Hamburg, the structure makes sense. A low initial outlay with performance-linked penalties and a defined buy option reduces short-term risk while keeping the door open for a decisive acquisition if Vieira adapts quick. For Arsenal, the deal is a textbook example of squad management. Letting a creative midfielder with top-flight experience go to a club where he can play regularly while preserving upside through a buy option and sell-on percentage. The bigger implications ripple beyond just one player. If Hamburg do trigger the option, it will be a tidy profit for Arsenal and a validation of their transfer layering. If they don't, Arsenal still have a player who's gained match sharpness and market value. And for Vieira, this period is a live audition. Every minute, every pass and every goal will be weighed, not only by Hamburg scouts, but by clubs across Europe scanning the Bundesliga for undervalued talent. The next few weeks therefore matter more than any headline. They will determine whether this low-cost loan becomes a multi-million euro transfer that reshapes the midfielder's career and Arsenal's books, or whether it simply becomes another short spell on a CV. Fans should keep a close eye on the matchday squad lists and on how Vieira is deployed. Will he be used off the wing, as a central creator, or as a deeper link between midfield and attack? That tactical choice will speak volumes about Hamburg's intentions and the player's suitability. In short, what looks like a small, almost throwaway move on deadline day may prove to be a strategic pivot for Vieira, for Hamburger SV, and for Arsenal. The headline numbers are neat, but the true verdict will arrive on the pitch, and very soon.